Tonight, the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Primetime. Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Bills take over at first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is James Cook.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. The defense stringing him out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that route.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Willis. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Nice. Ready. To throw is Willis. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll work forward for a couple. Jared Harmon, first-rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop.
A 2-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
He's third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, here is Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, Willis. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll run with Dowdle.
At the 31-yard line.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds.
And he will dive into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Steelers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a good run there. To get him 5 yards.
Jamel Dean on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready?
Now, this looks like a design run. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
16-yard line.
go. Here we go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Let go.
Now Dowdle. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing, Willis. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike. Is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
Mustang 19.
Willis to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Davis. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up
2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Okay, break.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions.
Man in motion, heading left. Willis. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he will score. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Steelers.
A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run the toss with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big...
Oh, they're running in a flash, and he lost the football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready? 60, tap.
Throwing is Willis. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. First and 10, and it's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Second and 10.
Monday.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
What's that in? What's the key?
extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will add one more onto their big lead.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Hardman now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
Go.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
180! 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Allen. Pass caught by Shakir. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Forced out wide. He runs with it. And he's gonna be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That's to the end zone. But it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Looked like there was an issue with the snap. He pulled it wide to the left. No good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick
One
off.
team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He'll start at the 2. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Christian Benford brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Willis now to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, faking the give, moving to his right. He's going to air this one out. He's done it! They finally get him down inside the 20, but it looks like this one is going to come back.
Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. Here's a screen set up for Warren. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go.
Throwing, Willis. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
First down and more inside the 15. And he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On first down, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they will finally run him down. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 32 yards.
It seems like the best offenses in the league all rely heavily on yards after the catch. And this is a great example of why, if you can deliver an accurate pass on the move with the speed and the elusiveness of some of these guys in the league, it is a handful in the open field for the defense to tackle.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. One more time going up top with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and you got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They put Wilson in motion. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Liking 18.
They'll send a man in motion left. Willis now to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
James Cook. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Back into the hands of Shakir. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
First down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On the run to the right. He keeps it himself.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round.
Set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 5. That's it. Good coverage. They got him down at the 6. In here on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers. Ready, go. Warriors, 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Throwing is Willis. That's complete. It's Metcalf. Into space. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 92 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down, at the very least give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Alert! What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8.
Get it! Steady, right?
Willis. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. Now it's going to be third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
To the air once more is Allen. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
We'll try and run here with Cook. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's the Pro Bowl safety, Buda Baker. And the Steelers are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
Ready.
Drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came in the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They put Wilson in motion. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Come on.
1st down, Steelers.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And it will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems, as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one.